Chase Elliott's also that guy when you look at his picture and then you hear that voice, you're like, wait a second, that doesn't seem like it should be coming out of that.
What's he sound like, Mike Tyson?
No, he was very deep baritone.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sounds like a kid from Dawsonville, like his dad.
He just looks so young, though.
That's awesome.
He is.
Yeah, I mean, true.
He is young. I mean,
I didn't even have a driver's license when I was 25.
He's younger than
Wait,
Mahomes.
wait, hold on
Whoa,
a second.
what?
What did you just say?
What
You
was
heard me
that?
correctly. I did not have a driver's license when I was 25.
What?
When did you take your first driving exam?
Okay, you want to know something funny?
I think we've already learned something
Yeah,
funny,
yeah,
but
this is
if you want to
funny.
put a
I
few more
learned
meat on bones here,
I learned
TJ?
how to drive. My coworker, Lee Recchio, taught me how to drive in her BMW through Beverly Hills when I moved to Los Angeles. I didn't have a
When
driver.
did you move to Los Angeles?
1999.
Okay, because I'm about to say some BMW cut me off in 2003.
That was TJ.
That wasn't me. Yeah. Lee taught me how to drive in a BMW in Beverly Hills, and I always thought that was the weirdest thing in the world. Living in Pittsburgh, the public transportation is so amazing. We have buses and subways and trolleys that take you from Mount Washington to downtown, which is what I would always use. So the need for a car isn't like it is out here in LA where everything's so spread out. So I just never did it.
I couldn't imagine.
What? Like,
So in high school, you didn't, you were hitching rides and stuff like that?
I mean,
or-
all of my schools in
College?
Altoona were within a 2-mile walk of my house. I walked to elementary, which I could see my elementary school from my bedroom window.
Yeah.
My junior high was like a 6-block walk from my house. And then the high school, I mean, I got rides to high school, but that was like a 25-minute walk.
What about if you went on a date?
Oh, good
In
question.
Pittsburgh? Like we would just, she'd either drive or we'd take the bus, dude.
But she didn't think it was weird that you're a grown man without a driver's license?
Telling you, when you're living in a place where the public transportation
like
is
New
so
York.
great, like in New York,
Yeah, you don't need to-
you'd hop on the train. You wouldn't drive in New York.
Okay.
I
That's
have
not-
a
by
lot
the
of
way-
friends who live in New York City who don't own cars, but they still have driver's licenses.
The reason why they don't own cars in New York City is because
Parking.
Well, yeah, it costs more to house the car than yourself sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And plus, I always had because of that fact, wherever I lived, especially once I went to college and everything when I lived in
Right,
Pittsburgh,
right.
my crib was always like the hangout spot for all my friends. So wherever I was,
Right.
was like that's where all the boys would come and chill. So that was another thing. Like I didn't have to go anywhere. My spot was always, where we kicked it at.
So I just spoke to a 24-year-old NASCAR champion, and I'm looking at a guy who at age 25 hadn't even driven a car.
No, I drove. Like I once drove from. I did.
No.
I once drove from Long
What's the-
Beach.
Hold on a second. What is the statute of limitations on what he's about to say right here?
Let's see.
No, he's
It's okay. We're good. Okay.
I
So-
once drove from. I lived on. My buddy John Siciliano lost his leg in a car wreck when we were in college. He saw a guy running, decided he wanted to learn how to run, and they had the top prosthetic doctor
Yeah.
in the country was in Manhasset.
What does this have to do with driving?
Well, I'm going to tell you, we moved to Long Beach for a summer.
Yes.
While he could get his leg worked on, and then we had to drive back home. And the thing was,
So you drove.
he drove the moving van. I had to drive his girlfriend's car. I didn't have a license. I drove from Long Beach to Pittsburgh, and that was the first time I really ever drove more than a
Oh
mile.
my God! Cross country.
Well, not cross country. just
Long Beach to Pittsburgh is
Across two
across the
states.
United States.
Long
what?
Beach, Long Island.
Oh, okay. I thought here in
Not Long Beach,
California.
California.
My
Beach here.
bad.
That's
Okay.
a Cannonball Run right there.
Oh, it's-
Cannonball Run, you do it.
wow,
That's still
man.
insane.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm an excellent driver now.
So
though,
again,
know
let
what
me
I'm
just
saying? I'm
let's just put a button on this then. How old are you now?
I'm in there, man.
How old are you now?
I'm 40-ish.
So you're not yet 50.
No.
Okay. So you have actually lived more time on the planet without a driver's license than with one.
Are we 21 years? 20? Yeah.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say other than the fact
there's no shame in that.
no, there's no shame. There's a lot of shame.
A lot of shame, Rich. Just a lot.
Hey, I'm a tremendous driver now, though.
Okay.
Don't get it twisted.
All right, Rain Man.
Excellent driver. Charlie
break.
Babbitt's my brother.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.